Hello, hello, and welcome back to Minecraft. Let me just look at something. Anyway, we're here in Minecraft. We have the bee farm, which is working apparently. And today's goal is very simple. I want to get a bit more slime. So last time I had some chickens in this hole and just threw a splash potion of oozing at them, and then we got a lot of slime. So now I want to make this a bit more organized, basically. So I already set up the chicken farm. The chickens just grew up into adults, so they should be laying eggs very soon, which should go in this dispenser, and then they get shot out and down into this hole here again. Now I just want to put on an off switch, or add an off switch to this really quickly. And maybe build a bit of a viewing window. Okay, I mean, off switch should be easy. We just put this here, this there. Put a block here. And put the switch here. So now you should not be firing, even if you have an item inside. We can get rid of this, but we kind of have it for symmetry. So we keep it for the symmetry. Okay, so now if I put an item in here, nothing happens, right? Even if I put a lot of them in. And if I pull the lever, then they get fired down, which will be the eggs later on. Right, so now we can close this up here. Good. So it's not a pretty farm. I mean, it never was going to be. Maybe we can get rid of this. We cannot get rid of this, actually. So there's a redstone dust on top of this block. Okay, good to know. I remembered that, of course. Okay, so we just go like this. That's fine. Okay, so the chickens will go in this hole. Right here. And we just need a place where we can, get the chickens. Get to the chickens. So if we put like walls here, should be easy, right? Because the problem last time, what's in here is just a cave, I think. Or, remnants of a cave that has already been lit up. Anyway, if we just go in here, we can seal this off really quickly. Then up here should be the honey farm. There we go. So like this. Just have a little hole where we can go in. Wonderful. And then just checking my... Why is my FPS very unstable? I can turn this off. We don't need that right now. That should help. Okay. We're underground. That's not very helpful. Okay, so if I put a wall here, then the chickens definitely can't. And I think I can still hit the chickens if they're down there, I think. Great. We can even maybe do this so it's a bit safer. So we can't accidentally, get in and they can't get out. Good. Then we want the chickens to go to us. So we just put some water here, then perfect. So now they all get swept to this place where I can hopefully get them and hit them nicely. I would hope. Can I hit this? I mean, maybe I have to. Maybe from here probably easily though, right? How much reach does a sword have? I always forget. We could put a, we can also put a block here. Then we would have to get rid of this, which can be a bit risky unless we put walls up there as well. I guess we could do that, maybe. I mean, then we can definitely hit them. But we'll just go with, you know, normal. Stone here. And stone here. Okay, good. And we can add a hopper here in case we don't get all the items. You know? Just put a hopper line here. Put a barrel here. In case we can't pick up all the items through the wall. Okay. That should be step 1. Done. So if we turn this on, we should be getting baby chickens now. Wonderful, which can hopefully not get out of there. They do jump though. Which we don't really want. We don't really want them to constantly jump around. That's kind of bad for performance. I think we would just ideally want them to just stand still here. Now we could just put a sign on top or onto this wall here. That would help a lot. You know, that would help us get a little safe place to stand. So signs should be here. Well, at least the things we need to make one are here, which is good. Spruce sign, thank you very much. Actually, we do want you in here. Okay, now we can quickly put down a sign down there. Hopefully. I mean, we could put it like this, which we can do. I mean, they can't. I mean, they could potentially get out. And put in the, yes, you stay in there. Wonderful. Good. Now, are they still within? I mean, I can definitely hit them. They don't really like to stand there, though, do they still? So, I mean, that's fine. I can just do this for now. Doesn't really matter. Okay, now we would need more eggs, which would be perfect. So we can kind of simulate that. Just getting more eggs, which I have somewhere. Pretty sure. Let's bring this back. The stuff we don't need. Do I have walls in here? Not right now. Now we do. Okay, and the side goes here. Dirt and mud goes here. Yeah, I had the mud because I thought you can pick items up through the mud, which is not, you know, which is true. I don't think it's the best way to go about it in this case for the this little farm, because my first idea was to just put them in a little box. You know, the slimes. This is the slime balls we got last time, by the way. Put the slimes, well, to put the chickens in like a one, well, I think it was a 3x1 little holding area, which apparently is bad, I found out, because the slimes can just kind of glitch out through the blocks, because this oozing potion produces medium-sized slimes, and medium-sized slimes are slightly larger than one block. So if you put them in a one block area, then they will, you know, get stuck in the block. And if they're stuck in a block, they don't have collision anymore with the block. So, for example, if you get stuck in some sand, some falling sand, some sand or gravel falls on you, you know, you're stuck in it, in the block, but you can just walk out of the block, you see. And that's also what happened with the slime. Slime just walked out of the holding cell, essentially, if you make it too small. Which is why I went back to the big one. This, you know, 5x5, I think it's right now. Well, we'll get that back. The glass block. There we go. Okay, now this will produce us some chickens, which hopefully cannot jump out of here. Then once we're done having chickens in here, we can throw the splash potion and give it a, give it a little try. Because when I hit them with my sword, they will get knocked back a little bit. Even though this one doesn't have knockback right now for some reason. Which is fine. They'll get knocked back a little bit. And die, and then they will spawn some slimes. So somewhere here in the middle, they'll die and spawn slimes, and then the slime gets, brought to me again with the water. I mean, they'll also jump at me. Maybe I should hit the stop button. I think this is enough chickens for a little test demonstration. Though the more chickens we get, well, it's almost empty. The more chickens we get, the more slime we get later on. So that's also important. Okay, it should only be a couple more. Only be a couple more. Maybe. I mean, I have a lot of chickens up there, and they lay eggs as well. Okay, but it should be, yes. Okay, we hit the stop button. Okay, now I have a lot of chickens in here. Now the only thing I have to do is manage to actually hit them. This oozing potion. Which I think I did. I don't know if I hit everybody. Okay, did we do this? See? Okay, that worked actually. That's about what I imagined it would look like. Then we just go at it. Okay, they still can hit you if you're too close. They can hit you if you're too close. Okay, and we get the XP even. Fix my axe a little bit here. Nice. We do get the XP and a lot of slime balls actually. Oh, and you can even access the hoppers. That's like even better. So it's 3 stacks of slime balls. I mean, it was 9 stacks of eggs. But we turned 9 stacks of eggs into 3 stacks of slime balls. That's not bad. Do we have more eggs? See, we already have more eggs in there. Not that many. So you can just let it run if you want. Yeah, I mean, I think this is perfectly fine for a oozing slime farm. Because I don't really see a reason to make them more compact than this. Why is there no reason to make them more compact than this? Well, because you can just build an actual slime farm if you need, something efficient. A high efficiency slime farm. Just build a slime farm. It's not that hard. Actually I can probably turn this up again. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with my FPS always. See, now we're down pretty far. Actually. So I don't really know. Maybe it was good where it was before. Anyway, this is what I wanted to do today. Especially here, because I have a lot of stuff that's running all at the same time. We have the honey block farm that's running with like 18 bees or something. We have this farm that's running with the villager doing stuff. With the iron golems dying. We have the creeper farm, which is like above here, right above here, I think. So this might be working a little bit, at like 1% efficiency. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on around here, which is why the PC struggles sometimes. Okay, and it just shoots out an egg every once in a while. We can just hit the stop button, and whenever we need slime, we just turn it on for a couple minutes. So it can shoot out all the slime. Then we have some slime balls. So now we're already up to almost a stack of slime. Pretty easily. Which I'm happy about. I am happy about that. Because this will be very useful. Though I also need more. Do I need more? I probably need a couple more. Hoppers first. Not hoppers. Pistons. To make this, you know, worth something. The slime blocks on their own are cool. But you really need them to make, you know... Well, together with sticky pistons, you know, use it to move a lot of blocks all at once. So, I mean, we have the cobblestone. We don't really have the wood. I'm working on getting the redstone. For the redstone, we can just go to the sky and buy some. That's kind of what I do most of the time. Just go to the sky. We buy some redstone. Gives you 24 per trade. Well, gives you 2 per trade. He does 12 trades before he has to restock. So that's pretty good. So we can get up some redstone and stuff to make the pistons. And then turn them into sticky pistons. So I can finally finish this project. Well, this project also needs some wall improvements, obviously. Starting with this one probably. Which I need mud and deep slate, which I should have. And then here we just need to make a somewhat more convincing, you know, gradient, I guess, from the green with the moss to the ceiling, which might get a couple more other blocks in there. Dripstone would be nice. I don't know. I don't think I have dripstone right now. Yeah, so this guy gets a little exit here, for which I need the slime. Yes. Anyway, slime farm works, I would say. If I need more slime, I just wait and then, you know, release the chickens. And we also have honey. Bam. Which in combination with the slime will let us make a big door pretty easily, I would think. Yeah, I mean, you just have to get lucky with the eggs is the thing. Right. That was all for today, I think. This was just a preparation episode, basically, for next time. So, thank you for watching. And I hope I will see you next time. Goodbye.